Hey fellas, how's it going? This is Diorama update number 33. I got some pretty neat stuff to talk about today, so let's go ahead and get right into it. It's Sunday night. Figured I'd give you guys a weekend update. First, we'll start with the Battle for France. So this one, it's coming a long ways, or it has come a long way over the weekend. The R35 is getting close to being done. Let me set the camera down here. I can kind of show it off to you guys. So I tried a new method with the decals, and you spray Tamiya X22. It's a gloss coat all over it. Then you get your decal, and you put on first step micro set, layer decal, and then once you rub it out with one of these little Q-tips. Then once it's all rubbed out, the bubbles are gone. It's set for a minute. Maybe do another decal or two. Then you put on microsole. And once that's done, you put a matte clear base. So I used this Rust-Oleum matte clear. And, it makes the decals appear as though they are not decals. So this is shining in the light, and you can see two bubbles. That's it. That's just because I didn't get all of them out. But this thing is come a long ways. I'm really happy with how the camo turned out, to the chain, the equipment. Long way to go still. I got pigments, and got to do some more on the tools there, and the rust on the exhaust pipe and whatnot, but I think it's coming along. It's got some equipment on the side, flare gun on top, so pretty neat. And then the tanker, I got some of these corkscrews for figure painting. Here's the tanker. I did the shadowing effect from Night Shift. I did it on the tank crew for my last diorama. I received this in the mail. It's from Green Stuff World. Definitely recommend them. It's a little puncher for leaves. This thing is great. It makes 1:35 scale leaves. These are out of actual leaves. Or just get the leaf and put it in that little slot, and you clip it down, and boom. They have all sorts of different leaves. I got one with the variety. They have some that are just like this, like it's one template and it's like one leaf, so you get 4 of the same leaves. But I got the multi-pack. I got some over there that are light and dark green. Basically just using those right there I got from outside to make leaves. Really awesome. It's gonna add a lot more detail to the dioramas. With this, so I got the buildings, the basics of the buildings are done. The basics of the road are done. Same with the sidewalk, the fence, all that. What I did was, over the weekend, I cut the brickwork, cut out using balsa wood, all of the window frames and the window shutters. Excuse me. Same with the little fence there. And I primed and painted all of them. I primed and painted the buildings themselves, and then also I re-primed the entire base. I didn't like the gray that was there. It was apple barrel paint, hand brushed, so I just got some Tamiya gray, airbrushed it on, and I'll be going through with browns, different shades of grays, a couple greens, doing the cobblestone road that way. Then I'll get the same gray as before. I'll get a little darker. I'll thin it super well so I can dull down all the cobblestone. And then once that's done, I'll get some dirt, put it in the cracks and whatnot. Use a mixture between PVA glue and water. Make sure all that dirt stays in place, and then that's pretty much that. Besides like adding a wash with what do you call that? Wood stain. and to me a panel liner. So get all the dirt I need down there. So this will be a pretty exciting build. Now for the buildings, just wanted to let you guys know because I thought this was really neat. I taped up. You can see where the tape tore off paint, which is exactly what I was going for. I taped up the sides, kind of the perimeter, so that way you can see there I airbrushed the bottom stones and the sides, and then I ripped the paint off, or the tape off, which I wanted to give a natural paint chipping look, because I'm gonna paint that white the color barn red, give it that exposed brick look. And then I picked out the tree for the backdrop. Now for this diorama, I will have a segment at the end showing off the new figures I'm getting for it. It's the Tamiya infantry set. Unfortunately, my dog ate one of the old Frenchmen I had, so I said, screw it, I'll just get a whole new set. And yeah. But on to another diorama that I'm working on. It's I had that World War III diorama going on, and I went ahead and changed my mind. I've been talking to some buddies, and I'm being sent some awesome stuff like ERA bricks for this T-72, an in-law and whatnot, and I'm going to be making a current conflict, Russian versus Ukraine diorama. The whole segment, I've got figures coming in, resin figures coming in from AliExpress, as well as a European, destroyed European house. It's going to be in the corner back there. But this is a diorama. Basically, it's going to be an abandoned T-72 Russian conscript tank on a concrete road. You can kind of see the outline of it right there, where that deep line is at. It curves around there. Over here is going to be a little girl, a helmet guy riding on a pad. I call that doing the backwards AK guy up top. There's going to be a guy in the kneeling pose, a rocket man, a selfie guy, a PKM guy sitting, a binoculars dude, and two guys helping each other put their gear on. And I'll show screenshots at the end showcasing all of these figures that I'm getting. They're not here yet, obviously. I just ordered them a couple days ago, on Thursday, actually. So it's pretty exciting. I got the majority of this tank built. I'm just waiting for some ERA bricks to come in, ERA bricks to come in the mail. I'm being given those, or a friend of mine is gifting them to me. So I'm going to put them all on the turret and the front there. It's a T-72 conscript tank. So the storyline goes behind this diorama is, like I said, Russian conscripts in a T-72. They ran out of fuel, they abandoned it. The Ukrainians came upon it, saw it from a distance, popped off 2 rockets. Nothing happened with the tank, so they just came up. Now they're in a resting position, taking a quick 5, talking to the locals, re-equipping gear, figuring out where they're at, and making their next move. Dudes getting selfies and whatnot, because if you keep up with the conflict at all, you'll see selfies and videos out the ass, and it's definitely different seeing a war happen right on your cell phone. One of the rocket shots will have landed on the front here, breaking the tracks and breaking the wheel. We're just going to say that guy shot a little low. And the next rocket shot hit right on the turret compartment there, little stowage compartment, and went right through. So we'll say the rocket guys are not the best. But yeah, the resin figures I've got coming in, they have the old Russian laws. If you know what a law is, you'll know what I'm talking about probably. It's a Russian version. And then one of the guys will have an in-law, which is what the British sent over that they're using now, which are super great. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the update for the video portion. Let me go ahead and switch over to the slides, and I will do a voiceover for you guys. All right, bear with me, fellas. I set the pictures up before doing the voiceover, so if I'm rushing, that's why. This is the France diorama with the new kit coming in. It's the infantry layout. If you want to go ahead and pause, you can I numbered the infantry on the box art to where they're going to be on the diorama. Here's some pictures. I took tonight after I was finished, kind of showcasing the build. That tree looks super nice. I got that from my pine broom. It's perfect scale for this. Then showing us some close-ups of the R35. This is probably my favorite build yet, just because of how nice it's turning out, especially with the decals. I'm so proud of the decals. Like, look at that. That is just beautiful. Thanks to all of the boys who've been helping me out with that. This is the camouflage I'll be going for that T72. It's kind of what I'm looking to do. That Russian green with the white splotches or whatever. Here are those ERA bricks, resin, and the resin in-law I was telling you guys about that a friend of mine will be sending me for this Ukraine diorama. Here's that European house I was also mentioning. Be making that. And then here are the figures. So guy on the left is guy with backwards AK. Guy on the right is dude with rocket posing. Those two also have rockets. Those are the Russian laws I was telling you guys about. Then you got the guy with binos and guy writing stuff down. Like I said, these guys are going to be Ukrainian soldiers. Some more official than others, right? You got the guys who are regular dudes like this guy, right? Who stayed back to fight, but isn't quite an actual official soldier. And this guy's going to be interesting. He's the only guy I could find that was taking a selfie. So I'll have to do some editing with him, if you would, get some scrap parts and put on him. But then there's a little girl, and then there's Saint Javelin. But hope you guys enjoyed. I'll keep all updated as time goes on, and I'll catch you in the next one.